Hello students, welcome to online learning class. Today we are going to discuss 7th standard social science lesson 1 Vijayanagara Empire. This Vijayanagara Empire was founded in 1336 AD. This Vijayanagara Empire was founded on the banks of the river Tungabhadra. You know where is Tungabhadra? You can see in this map, this is Tungabhadra river. Southern bank of this Tungabhadra river. It means in this place, this Vijayanagara Empire was founded in 1336. Now, let's discuss about the founders of this dynasty. Dear children, this Vijayanagara Empire was founded by the 5 brothers. They are called Sangama brothers. You know who are those? Harihara, Bukkaraya, Kampana, Marappa, Muddappa are the founders of this Vijayanagara dynasty. Among those 5 brothers, Harihara and Bukkaraya played very important role in the foundation of Vijayanagara Empire. So, we call Harihara and Bukkaraya, these 2 brothers are real founders of Vijayanagara Empire. Shortly, we call these 2 as Hakka and Bukka. You know which was the capital city of Vijayanagara? Very good. Hampi was the capital city of Vijayanagara Empire. Where is it now? Yes, it is in the present Vijayanagara district of Karnataka. Vijayanagara Empire's national emblem was boar or Varaha. You can see on your screen, this is Varaha. Dear children, this Vijayanagara Empire ruled from 1336 to 1646 CE by the 4 dynasties. You know which are those? Yes, Sangama dynasty, Salva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty and Aravidu dynasty are the 4 dynasties. They ruled Vijayanagara Empire for more than 300 years. Now let's learn one by one about those dynasties. The first dynasty of this Vijayanagara Empire is Sangama dynasty. They ruled Vijayanagara Empire from 1336 CE to 1485 CE. It means almost more than 150 years. The first king of this dynasty or Sangama dynasty is Harihara. Harihara ruled from 1336 to 1357 CE. Harihara, after he came to throne, he took control over the regions of Tungabhadra river. You know where is Tungabhadra river, correct? After few years, Harihara started to extend his empire or expand his empire. He extended his empire till Konkana coastal areas in the west side. In the same way, till Nellore and Kadapa in the east side. Till the Krishna river in the north side. Then till Kaveri river in the south side. Like this, Harihara laid a strong foundation for this Vijayanagara Empire. After death of Harihara, Bukkaraya came to throne. Bukkaraya ruled from 1357 to 1377 CE. Children, you might have one question. Sir, as per Indian culture and tradition, after the death of the king, his son should come to throne. But here, his brother Bukkaraya came to throne. What is the reason behind this? Yes, your answer is right. Harihara did not have own son. So, brother Bukkaraya came to throne. After Bukkaraya came to throne, he started to expand the empire by capturing the areas. Bukkaraya sent his son Kampana to defeat Sultan of Madurai. As per the father's direction, Kampana defeated Sultan of Madurai and captured Madurai areas and merged with the Vijayanagara Empire. Mainly, we come to know about this war by a book called Madura Vijayam. It is one of the most important source to get information about the war. This Madura Vijayam book written by Kampana's wife Ganga Devi. Then Bukkaraya continued to capture other areas. Mainly, he captured Penugonda. You can see this is called Penugonda area. Bukkaraya defeating Reddis of Kondavedu. By defeating Reddis of Kondavedu, he captured Penugonda and merged with the Vijayanagara Empire. Penugonda is in the present Andhra Pradesh. Now let's talk about the religious system during the Bukkaraya rule. During the rule of Bukkaraya, there was conflict between Jains and Vaishnavas. But Bukkaraya ended this conflict and maintained religious harmony and equality in the empire. We get to know about this information by a source called Shravana inscription, which was written in 1368. In the examination, they ask which inscription gives information about conflicts between Jains and Vaishnavas. Answer is Shravana inscription of 1368. After death of Bukkaraya, Harihara II came to power. He ruled from 1377 to 1404 CE. After Harihara II, Bukkaraya II came to throne. After Bukkaraya II, Virupaksha II came to throne, ruled for 2 years. After Virupaksha II, Devaraya I, who ruled from 1406 to 1422 CE. After Devaraya I, Veera Vijayaraya came to throne, ruled 1422 and 1424 CE. We are going to learn more information about these kings in higher classes. After Harihara and Bukkaraya, one of the most important kings of Vijayanagara was Devaraya II or Prauda Devaraya, who ruled Vijayanagara Empire from 1424 to 1446 CE. Dear children, Devaraya II was a famous king of Sangama dynasty. Why? Because during his period, significant change could be seen in Vijayanagara dynasty. So, he is considered as one of the most important and famous king of Sangama dynasty. Devaraya II, after he took over the power, he built a new army. This army had a very important feature. This army included Muslim soldiers. Why? Because they had very good archery and horse taming skills. Seeing that, Devaraya II included those Muslim soldiers into the Vijayanagara Empire's army. Then Devaraya II or Prauda Devaraya, using this army, defeated Reddy leaders of Kondavedu region. This is the Kondavedu region. He defeated the Reddy leaders and captured these areas. After that, by defeating the Ahmad Shah of Bahmani Sultan, he captured Mudugalport, Rayachuru and Bankapura. It is called as Bahmani Sultan regions. Devaraya II had a brave commander called Lakkana Dandesha. He was a very brilliant and strong commander. Devaraya II sent Lakkana Dandesha to defeat kings of Kerala and Sri Lanka. As per the direction of Devaraya II, Lakkana Dandesha defeated Kerala's king and captured and merged those areas with the Vijayanagara Empire. Also, he moved towards Sri Lanka, defeated Sri Lanka's king and merged Sri Lanka's some parts with the Vijayanagara Empire. Not only merged, also he collected treasure and tribute in cash from them. During the rule of Prauda Devaraya, who had religious tolerance, it means giving importance to all the religion, built Jains and Vaishnava temples in the capital city. Also, he permitted to build mosques in the Vijayanagara capital city Hampi. During the rule of Protadevaraya, Veerashaivism resurrected in his period. In the court of Protadevaraya, there were so many poets and philosophers. Among those, Telugu poet Srinath, Sanskrit philosopher Dindima, Kannada poet and the minister Lakkanadandesha were sheltered in Devaraya II's kingdom. Considering his rule, he got so many titles. Among those, most important titles are Gaja Betegara. Gaja Betegara means who defeated. Gaja means elephant. Also, he got a title called Chattu Samudreshwara. It means the king who captured in four sides. Also, he got one more title called Ariraya Vibhada. After so many years rule, Protadevaraya II died in 1446. After death of Protadevaraya, his son Mallikarjuna, then Virupaksha III ruled for few years, but they were weak rulers. Because of this, a strong commander, Saluva Narasimha, captured the capital and laid foundation for a new dynasty called Saluva dynasty. Like this, the rule of Sangama dynasty ended in 1485 CE. Dear children, today we learned so many important points about Vijayanagara Empire. In the next class, we are going to learn Saluva dynasty and other important points of Vijayanagara Empire. Thank you everyone.